I'm here with Sam. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
And let's see if we can't get finished Ad-Ventus as high a level I was at this point as Terra. But let's hope that this will be enough.
Weird question, Ollie. Have you noticed that when it comes to games, when it comes to the first games, they're usually the most, in a trilogy or something, they're usually the most expensive?
Yeah, I have noticed that.
Well, it's just, I've been told to give... I'm looking at RPGs to play on the PS2, because let's face it, the PS1 and PS2 era had some very interesting RPGs.
Yeah.
I picked up Shadow Hearts, which is something I've been told seriously to pick the hell up. And Shadow Hearts 1 is 28 quid. On its own. That's a PS2 game from years ago. Shadow Hearts Convent, which is the second one I think, is 15 quid.
Right.
My New World is 8 quid.
I was told the Master was struck down.
Yeah, there has never been a better time to own a PS2, really. I mean, granted, it means that certain games are really expensive, but,
yes,
you know, we can live with the fact that Final Fantasy 12 is 2 quid.
I was stupid and helped Xehanort do it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Master. He tried to hurt Venom.
There were so many games on the PS2 as well.
I only fought because
this was back when companies were interested in selling units and therefore making
Oh god, there's
more
the
games.
first Mafia. There's the first Mafia as well.
It's not as good as the second one.
I know there's a tie-in. I love the second one, if only for the Rocky jokes I kept getting.
Yeah.
I did need to be
Like,
watched.
I'm sorry, that guy reminded me of Mickey.
Yeah, there is a tie-in. You remember that mission in Mafia 2 where you're sent to kill that guy?
I know, you're sent to kill that guy, and the guy you kill is the protagonist of the first game.
Yeah.
What else is darkness?
Yeah. Ooh, Soul Reaver. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pick up Soul Reaver too.
Feeding the dark
nice.
within you, making you fight.
I wonder if I'll find Defiance on here.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I've got that.
Tell me.
Those expenses sorted, so I might pick up that capture card in a week or so when I get paid again.
Mortal Kombat Deception. The memories.
And then I would
Deadly
be able
Alliance.
to stream anything from any console.
Xehanort wants me and Ventus to fight.
Is it possible to learn this power? Not from an Amish.
But the Master said we can't let that happen.
Sorry, I thought it was kind of funny to just add in
me for it.
Fahrenheit.
No, I could.
I still don't know exactly what it is.
Oh. Once I get my own place, I'm gonna have my own game room, just like you.
Oh god, you know, that actually makes me feel really good that you're saying just like you, and it's not in a whole...
We're here.
It's not in a sarcastic way. Yeah, I'll just become a fat alcoholic, and then I'll go online and lie about things, make up half-truths, and basically become a joke into the world. Just like you.
Yeah.
I want you to...
The three of us can never be torn apart.
Well, I have my old Dreamcast still. I think I have a PS2 at home somewhere. I'm not sure it works.
I would test that though.
Yeah.
Test your Dreamcast. Make sure it works properly.
And then my streaming library, if I had a capture card, would be astronomical.
Put an end to me.
Oh god, dude, yeah, get a PS2 working and maybe head down to CEX sometime.
Yeah.
Fuck it, make getting me birthday and Christmas presents fuckload idiot. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses.
Ah, that's an interesting one, because they don't use the card game.
No, the GameCube one. The GameCube Yu-Gi-Oh! Game was good.
Oh, the Falsebound Kingdom.
Yeah.
That was turn-based combat, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I fucking love that.
Yeah, I loved it.
Although it was broken as soon as you learned how. As soon as you did every other campaign was easy as shit.
Well, you got a gold card, didn't you?
No, it wasn't just that. I spent my time on Yugi's one, and I got the 2 Dark Magicians and the Dark Magician Girl.
Yeah.
And they were like level 60 by the time I finished. Carried them over to Kaiba. I didn't use his Blue Eyes White Dragons at all. I just used I just had my team of dark magicians murder everybody.
Belong to me.
Well, I managed to get Magician of Black Chaos, Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, but kind of Blue Eyes was still more powerful, so what I would do is I would send the lower levels at him first to weaken them.
Oh, Budokai 2.
Budokai 2 was alright, it was no Budokai 3. The original Budokai 3 with the original soundtrack is... like,
yeah, I actually have, I know you don't have a Wii anymore.
I think I have one at home. Well, wait, no, I don't.
Well, it's a shame because I actually have a copy of Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Yeah. Technically, my mum owns that, but I doubt she remembers the Wii. I mean, so I could
Shaolin,
probably.
Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Dirge of Cerberus. Let's forget that. Family Guy, the game, where that's that one I told you about, where Peter keeps going around trying to beat up Mr. Belvedere.
Ah, it's not
well,
back to the multiverse.
No, it's not Back to the Multiverse. It's the one where Peter gets knocked unconscious, and all of a sudden, he wakes up and sees Mr. Belvedere on the moon. His projection's like, of course, it all makes sense. Mr. Belvedere has kidnapped my family, and for some reason wants me dead. And he starts going around town beating everybody up, trying to beat up Mr. Belvedere. And, you know, turning into other versions of himself, like Prostitute Peter or Nate Griffin. Oh, I found Budokai Tenkaichi 3 for the PS2, and it's 28 quid. Silent Hill 4, The Room. Okay? Oh, hi, Mark. Friends, the game. Why? Oh, Budokai Tenkaichi for a £5. No, you know what I'm going to look for on here?
What?
Yakuza.
Nice.
Yakuza fucking 1. Hold on, let's see what else there is here so I don't miss any. Dynasty Warriors 2, Dark Cloud, Underworld, The Eternal War. Oh wow. Ico.
Be too happy about him deep sixing your master.
Onimusha Warlords.
Who are you?
You think you two have got some grand role to play. As if. You're only here so that when I finish you off, Terra will succumb.
He's got the rape eyes.
So,
Onimusha 2 for £2.
Shut up!
Oh, so this kiddo thinks he's a full-fledged Keyblade wielder.
Well, it's like my mom said, while I'm here.
The angry look down.
Go ahead if you want to waste your time. Keep trying to drive us apart with your mind games. It'll never work.
No, there's actually 4 Onimusha games apparently.
Terra will prove to you.
There's Onimusha Warlords, Onimusha 2, Onimusha 3, and Onimusha 4: The Dawn of Dreams. Shit. There's actually a factory sealed copy of it up there for like 80 quid.
You know what? That just
Killer 7.
the right choice.
What is? What?
Well,
Onimusha 2, factory sealed for 80 quid.
Got it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a shame you don't have, you know, it's a good thing you have some of your old consoles where, you know, suppose it wouldn't hurt reinvesting in the PS2.
Aqua!
I suppose it wouldn't.
Onimusha 3.
I think I definitely will get a capture card if I'm going to do that, though.
Oh, by all means. By all means, definitely do. Vampire
we'll figure out a way to have your voice on the com, and we'll stream other games. You know, the ones that didn't get the re-releases.
You'd be surprised what didn't get... It's amazing to think what didn't get a re-release. Soul Calibur 3, fuck it, I am buying that.
That's my favourite one.
Yeah. The Bouncer, Oh god, that was that was just like a Final Fantasy fan fiction gone wrong. It's like Zell had a kid who suddenly got a deep voice and became a bouncer at a bar. The Tomb Raider, Metal Gear Solid 2 Subsistence, Budokai 1, The Bible, damn.
Oh, I had to knock him off.
Playboy the Mansion. Oh god, I forgot that this is an era where anything could be made into a fucking game. Evil Dead, Fistful of Boomstick. Men in Black. Hello, Mr. James Brown. Ah! Buzz. Project Zero. Oh god, Charlotte went herself for that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum.
Oh shit, wrong button.
Sorry, am I distracting you?
No.
Okay.
Capsule Monster Coliseum.
Yeah. Apparently that was a thing. Meet the Robinsons, Dynasty Warriors 5, Blood Rain, Budokai 3, Persona 4, which CEX sells for twice what they sell it for on Amazon. Shame. Maximo. I follow this guy on YouTube called Heavy Metal Jesus, and he's good with classic consoles, like help it with, you know, if you're trying to start a collection again, or what games to look for. Cause he does like a whole, a certain console starter guide, like what to get with a Dreamcast, and, you know, what you'd need for the Sega Saturn or PlayStation 1 and stuff like that. But he also does the Hidden Gems collection, which is literally like games that you wouldn't, that are really good, but are not very popular or talked about much. Justice League Heroes, Capcom Fighting Jam, Star Ocean, Dora the Explorer, Darts, The Sopranos, Beautiful Joe I might give a go in the future, The Godfather. I think I played The Godfather 2 on PS3 and I made a character that looked like George Lucas. I don't know why, it just felt appropriate. The Suffering, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2.
Oh, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance is a great game and you should definitely get it. I don't know about 2, but the first one is a really good game. You should get it, and then we should find a way to play it together on co-op.
You know what we should do one day when I come down?
What?
If you get a capture card and everything, we should actually play a 2-player game and stream it.
Yeah.
Oh god, Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude, which
body is about to perish. You and I will have to join
Metal
together.
Slug 3. I think that's what my original PS2 came with.
The Keyblade will be forged.
That's his face?
Yeah.
The inverse.
He's like Emo Sora.
It happened when you and
Ready
I
to
were
Rumble
split
Boxing
into two.
Round 2, Gunfighter 2.
Negativity took shape as these monsters.
I was just going through all these
They
titles
are
and
what
I'm
I
just like,
feel.
oh wow.
A horde of fledgling emotions
Avatar.
under my control. I released
King
them in all
Kong.
worlds I could.
The Weakest
Hoping
Link.
to lure you away from home and
Budokai
isolate you from your
Tenkaichi
master.
2.
We needed to make you stronger. The unversed
Knight
were the
Rider.
perfect opponents. And better yet, no matter how many times you defeat them, their negativity flows right back into me.
Mega Man X Command
You
Mission.
never stood a chance against us, Ventus.
Oh wait, I think that's like the one game they don't have.
What's that?
Mega Man X Command Mission. It was like a Mega Man game for the PS2, but it was actually like it was turn-based. Well, the GameCube version's apparently much rarer.
Yeah.
GameCube version's 119 quid. The PS2 version's 21 quid.
Of what, sorry?
Of Mega Man X Command Mission, I've just checked on eBay. Resident Evil Survivor 2, Dynasty Warriors 4, Obscure, SmackDown vs. Raw 2011,
Join me now.
Worms,
We can complete the Keyblade.
Dark Angel, Bolt, Manhunt 2,
How about I destroy you both?
you can complete the
Keyblade
X-Blade.
is made of your heart too, idiot. If you destroy it, your heart will vanish forever.
How about I destroy you both?
Whatever it takes. Anything to save Terra and Aqua.
It's always about your friends.
If you destroy it, your heart will vanish
At least
forever.
I have some. I've become a part of their heart.
Lucifer's
just as they become a
Call.
part of mine.
That is a good PS2 game to have.
My friends are my power, and I'm theirs.
Okay, Persona 4, Home Alone the game, but it's based on the third one. Persona 3 FES for 60 quid.
Too slow.
Star Wars The Clone Wars. Yakuza 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a much easier time as Ventus than I was as Terra.
I kind of figured. One. Yes. How much does Yakuza 1 go for? 14 quid.
Playtime's over.
Yakuza 2 goes for 60 quid. Hold on, I'll be right back, Ollie. The phone's gone.
There's no escape.
Huh?
Basically, it doesn't fucking work at all. But everything else works
What's yours is mine. Darkness wins. Show me anger. Playtime's over.
Yellow. It'll probably just be a short one today.
What's yours is mine. Join now with your better half. Bring it on. Darkness waits.
It's not that so much as it is I had to be up early. I'm not sure what it is I've got to do here, because I've been attacking him. By all accounts, he should be dead. And this part of the fight isn't too hard, especially because I've got some pretty good attacks.
Too slow. Darkness waits. Bring it. There's no escape.
Alright.
What's yours? Playtime's over. There's no escape. Darkness. There's no escape. Darkness waits. Bring it! Join now with your better half. Join now with your better half. Come on! Join now with your better half. Come on! Bring it! Light! Wow.
There we go. How have you been today? It has been one hell of a day. Not good is the answer to that.
Hey, sorry, that was my mother-in-law. She's just checking to make sure we're okay because she's got 6 feet of snow.
6 feet? Wow.
Well, I say 6 feet. Really, I'm probably exaggerating. It's probably only about 2 feet.
Only more than enough to incapacitate
Sorry,
me.
I've been dealing with people all day who are going like, well, there's too much snow, and I kept saying, well, unless there's 6 to 8 feet of snowdrops, you don't have much of an excuse.
Yeah, right, well, Ventus is dead.
He's not dead.
He might as well be.
he might as well. He's kind of around. Aqua's story will actually explain it a lot better. Ooh, Clock Tower 3.
Oh.
18 quid though. So Ollie, let me ask you: do you still think of me when the corroder turns up?
Well, yeah.
Because I think more of a meal.
Yeah, I know, but
I just
it
think of it
seems
more
like
as
the kind of thing that
think
would
of it as
make
a
you
small.
laugh.
It is. I just kind of think of it like there's like if we're at school and there's like a school play, and it's like a really nice one, like a Christmas one, and it's supposed to be like one of those things about friendship and forgiveness and things, and then suddenly Emil just bursts on in a gas mask throwing chemicals on people. It's like, and then goes overboard. And at first it's funny because he's obviously not meant to be there. And then he just throws some in the acid bath.
It would appear Peter Capaldi is no longer on those. Oh, that's.
Oh, Ollie, Jackie Chan Adventures on the PS2.
I never played it.
Oh,
It's gotta be
Garudo
fun
Man.
though, hasn't it?
Gitaru Man. That looks really fucking Japanese. Reckless, the Yakuza missions, no relation. Let's see, what else have we got here? Duel Masters. Oh god, I remember when that was around. Urban Rain. Yakuza 2 for 60 quid. Jesus. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence.
You're probably best off waiting for Yakuza Kiwami 2.
Oh yeah, Devil Kings, which they changed the name of later in this country anyway. Super Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Shall we make a start?
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, which we already have. Suikoden Tactics. The game Up.
They still have Yondu, Kraglin, and Kyle Reese.
Prince of The Scorpion King. MTV Music Generator.
If you're starting something casual, hold on, what time is it and is it worth doing? Yeah, sure.
City.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I wasn't going to ask since you said you were doing a short one, but if you're starting another one, I wouldn't want to miss it.
Phantasy Star Universe. That wasn't too bad.
Death Battle came out today.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm satisfied with the result.
I'm satisfied because it's, finally a My Little Pony character didn't win.
Yes.
Oh, Tenchu Fatal Tactic. Fatal Shadows.
You know what I find particularly reassuring about it?
Don't know.
Because I beat Raven on DC Universe Online, it now means that my character can beat a My Little Pony as well. That fills me with great joy.
Ooh, Disgaea 2. Nah, I'll wait for that one. I'm pretty sure there's
Who's
a PS3
next?
remake. Aqua's the last one.
No, I mean Death Battle. Who's the next one?
They've got your Fist of the North Star fighting.
Oh yeah,
against
they've got the third Joseph of the Joestar, well, the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is the one that has the Ura thing, versus Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star.
Well, Kenshiro's got to win it, hasn't he? He can make her explode by touching.
The mark of mastery.
Again, I don't know much about the JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I've only seen the first two Joes.
He even owned a Bridge Perfect Cell.
But a test of heart.
I don't actually know who won between Kenshiro and One
But I
Punch
am
Man.
sure our guest.
I mean, One
Master
Punch Man
Satan
blew up.
did not
I've
Kenshiro
seen the
was-
I've seen the argument
To
that
see our
apparently
youngest
Krillin
prospects
could
in
wreck
years
the
fall short of the
wreck
mark.
Saitama.
I trust you
Saitama.
are ready.
Yes.
Then let the examination begin.
Yeah, there's actually an online theory at the moment that Krillin could beat the One Punch Man.
Aqua's a magic user, right?
What?
Aqua's more geared towards magic, right?
I think Aqua's a bit more balanced out of the three. Out of the three, Aqua's more balanced, I think, but she's proficient with magic and attack.
Don't worry about
Would
me.
you say she's the Dark
You two
Magician
focus
girl
on the
of this
exam.
story?
But Ven,
Dark
you're
Magician
in
Girl
danger
wishes she
here.
was Aqua.
Go wait in your room.
No
Okey
way.
doke.
I've been looking forward to
And
this.
she's voiced by Thea
Seeing
Queen,
you two
which is
become
nice.
masters.
Yes, it is.
Not gonna miss it now.
I like
He
her.
can take care of himself.
You're not going home, Thea.
He's been out there training just as hard as us.
Get out!
Yeah.
Get out!
Stay sharp, Ven.
Good old Manu Ben.
Did you know
Yeah.
David Hayter was in Eternal Darkness on the GameCube?
I did not know that.
He voiced a few random Romans. In fact, they used actually all of the Twin Snakes casts to voice all of the people.
I wonder what it'd be like if Kingdom Hearts jumped into
They've
the...
Wait, Akira, the anime, made into a pinball game for the PS2.
Oh my god.
I think they've made a lot of things with the pinball games at this particular stage.
Yeah, I'm just going through PS2 games at this point. Oh, the original Monster Hunter. Nice.
I wonder what it'd be like if Kingdom Hearts jumped into Disney's version of Sherwood Forest.
Well,
You know, the first Robin Hood.
it may, yeah.
Furry convention.
I mean,
My favourite part was when the sheriff picked a fight with Friar Tuck. You know how a church is supposed to be open to all? You just know you're a terrible person when you motivate a priest to say,
yeah.
Or, of course, his equivalent from, you know, with Tourette syndrome, Friar Fuck.
I still prefer the Friar Tuck from Prince of Thieves. The one who pushed that corrupt priest out of the window. My favourite part of the whole
That
film.
was unexpected.
I'd rather
Keep it
roast
still
in
hard,
hell.
even in the most trying of circumstances. It was an
Here's 30
excellent
pieces of
test.
silver.
One I chose to
Pay
let
the
unfold.
devil. On your
Which
way to
brings us to your
hell.
next trial.
Surely he'd pay the devil once he already got to
Now,
hell.
Terra and Aqua, the two of you will face each other in combat. Remember, there are
I'm
no
sure the
winners,
afterlife is different
only
for everyone.
truths. For when equal powers clash, their
Yeah.
nature is revealed. Begin.
I still, in my personal opinion, I think the one death scene in the film which has brought the most irony to me is probably Cypher's death in the first Matrix movie. I think, in the end, he actually began to realise that he might have been wrong about Neo. The fact that he said some kind of a miracle would have to happen to stop him, and it did, and I think he was just in so much disbelief.
We have deliberated and reached a decision.
Okay, so I've got
Terra,
Lord of the Rings: The
Aqua,
Third
you
Age
both performed
ready to
Nice.
get on my list.
However,
Onimusha 2
only
and
Aqua
3.
has shown the mark of mastery. Terra, You fail to keep the darkness within
And
you sufficiently in check.
let's see.
But there is always next time. That is all. Aqua, as our newest Keyblade Master, you are
Smackdown,
entitled
here
to
comes the
certain
pain.
knowledge. Please wait here for further instruction.
Hey.
Tara,
Is that hiccups, or are you about to feel sick, Ollie?
Darkness.
Just hiccups.
Where did it come from?
Yeah, I hate those.
Darkness doesn't come from anywhere. It's where there is nothing. It's always there.
What do you make of Ventus?
Sometimes off making
He ain't
bad
gonna
music.
cut it.
Oh, come on, they weren't
That
that
was a
bad.
win.
Did you
I know,
they
I know, I'm
I
messing
hear
with them.
you won't.
Did you
I
know
mess-
they've built up an
I
entirely
have to keep
new
up
Yu-Gi-Oh deck
appearances.
based entirely upon darkness? What's
I
that
know
now?
that.
The
He
fourth?
just needs a little incentive to leave home.
I did watch a video today about why the level monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh were stupid.
Really?
Basically, that they started off kind of cool, but as time went by, they actually became so fucking ridiculous that one card is almost impossible to summon because its conditions to be summoned are very, 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 very situational.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
I can't remember which one it was exactly. It was some.
What is that?
I can't remember. It was some female fire card thing. I don't know. I think it was a recent one, but apparently it
Why
was.
isn't Venom?
I can't remember, but it was just
Very
said
well,
to be
then.
very, 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 very
I will
difficult.
send my pupils to
Yes, I
investigate.
think I remember that one.
Yes.
I also remember
I
there was one level monster that was totally
Farewell.
inferior despite the fact that it probably shouldn't have been. Somewhat
That was my
misused.
dear old friend Yen Sid. As you
Okay,
know,
that's the game's
he is
ordered,
master
so-
no more, but he still keeps a close eye on the tides of light and darkness. His counsel
I'll give
serves as
Onimusha the
signposts
Warlords a
where
go
wielders
through.
of the Keyblade must walk.
Yeah.
All the more reason then for
And I've got the
concern,
Star Wars
for he
Revenge of the
tells
Sith
me the
PS2 game
princesses
coming as
of
well.
Yeah, I
so-
recommended that to him, Jack. I think he's going to enjoy that. You remember Revenge of the Sith on PS2, don't you?
One that
Of course, it
feeds
was a
on
good game.
negativity.
There's a multiplayer duel mode where you can just
Yen
like
Sid calls
have
them
lightsaber fights.
first.
The multiplayer.
Well,
the multiplayer.
I'm taking a break. I'm not trying to go overboard because I already came back with like 10 games today already. And I'm literally only doing this shop because one of the games I got didn't
I
fucking
tried to
work.
pass this news on to Master
Yeah.
Zero.
It's like
But my
Mortal
repeated
Kombat,
attempts
only
to
it's got
reach
an
him have
adventure
failed.
storyline to it.
Doubt there is any
You don't
connection.
get
You mean like, so it's just like Mortal
All
Kombat,
troubles.
Armageddon, and Deception.
Master Xehanort is gone.
Sort of. Only you walk around and you fight a load of NPCs and
So
not just
here
other.
we are.
So
I
Shaolin
need
monks.
you two to get this situation under control.
Sorry, what game are you talking
Eliminate
about?
the unversed
Episode 3.
and find Master
Oh.
Xehanort.
No, it's I'd say it's
I have
more
unlocked the
like
lanes between- You may use these forbidden pathways to travel between this world and countless
Well, the
others.
thing is you've got your own move list, so it's reminiscent to a
Darkness
fighting
moves
game, but
closer
it's
than
just got
usual
an
within
adventure.
these spaces.
I know this is a
Your
stupid
armor will
status
protect
to laugh at, but someone just said, someone on my
Remember that
timeline
order
put
must be
up, I swear to God, whoever said
Cannot
food is
tell
better when
anyone
it's
there
hot
are
should be
other
punched in the
worlds.
dick. How am I supposed to savor it when my
Go.
taste buds are being seared
Fulfill
off?
your duty.
Yes, Master.
Terra,
That's a question I tend to ask about
consider this
spicy
an
foods.
opportunity. A second
Oh,
chance
spicy
for you to
foods! I
change my
love
mind.
spicy crisps.
You must know.
There's a
I care for you like my
Hot
own
wings are
son.
literally the only thing about KFC I
If I
can't
could
eat,
have my way, I would name you master in a second.
and it's not easy for me to
But
say
how
that.
can I when you are so obsessed
the thing I like most about KFC is there's no pretense.
Terra?
Like McDonald's have
Be
salads.
afraid
Like
of
they like to pretend that there's a healthy option. We're like a few years off from quinoa, but KFC,
You must never
they
forget.
know why you're there. It's like, KFC knows what they are.
I will not fail you again.
Sorry.
Sam hasn't said anything. I thought
Master,
my KFC
I
comment
best be
stunned
on my
him.
way.
I mean, you
Nah.
not like KFC. I mean, that's
I don't. No, I don't really care.
Wait, Aqua.
I don't care about
Before
everyone's
you depart,
hatred or love of
I
certain
have
things
one other, well,
when it comes to
call
food.
it a request.
I mean, hell, I know people who still go to
Utmost
Subway, but I cannot
Yeah?
personally
I
deal with
told
Subway.
Terra this could be a second chance to show the mark.
Depends on the sandwich, but yeah.
I'm still not over. Look, I'm just still not over the whole, Jared thing.
I know, that's pretty bad. Although they did drop him really quickly.
I know they dropped him, but the thing is, you've got to remember, he was the face of Subway for so long. In fact, he was literally the closest thing you had to an actual mascot. It's not, you can't just drop an association with like that.
Never let that happen.
Yeah.
I promise you, I will.
It's kind of like say,
You wanna know what I
it's kind of
don't
like say
get?
you like it's like say you like KFC and then you find out the Colonel shot a black guy in the face, and you know it was just and he seemed to be very proud of that fact.
Yeah.
He's not as weak
Even
as
if they
you
cut
think.
him away from it, you're still going to associate KFC with the Colonel.
Yeah.
He killed Ronald McDonald in that DBX thing.
I know, I loved that.
Who would have thought a fight between the two of them would be so good?
Have you ever played episode 3, Sam?
What?
What? No, I don't think.
No.
I'll be
Yeah,
interested to see
it's,
who your favourite fighter is.
Do you remember like the old Lord of the Rings time games, like Return of the King? I think I lent you one.
You remember when we played War in the North?
Oh yeah.
That was so good.
Oh yeah, you and me. You always made me be the Warfor. You were always the Ranger, and I always kind of just went around smashing things and trying to get into character.
No, he mustn't.
Yes.
Honestly, I think that's what helped. I think honestly, that's what helped create my character of Ulthor Longbeard.
Don't worry, Master.
Shame I couldn't join you for that.
Years ago, it was before we even met you.
Well,
It's all well
no, I think it was after that, but it was
Before we
before.
met you, it was definitely before. I know it was before we met. I know for a fact it was before I met Jack, because it was around the time I was in my first year of college, but I hadn't started the course I was on with Jack yet, and I was coming around your house on a regular basis.
Yeah, you basically lived at mine in the weekends.
With my family, how could I not?
That's impossible. I know for a fact I was in Hereward when in level 3 performing arts when I was playing War in the North.
Maybe, but I didn't really. I don't know if I'd met you yet.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and Ollie, guess what's coming up for free download on the PSN next month?
What?
Bloodborne.
Oh, that'll be fun.
You weren't there when I was at level 3. You'd left by then.
Yeah. To be fair, I was when I left college. I really need to get away from goddamn Karen by that point.
It's the castle of sleep-induced hallucinations.
Mademoiselle,
And date rape drugs.
Senorita,
I
wait!
wouldn't go that far.
Aqua!
Yeah, Aqua's entire run, because
Tara.
she's female, leads to some interesting things when it comes to
Tara,
the Cinderella thing.
Ben ran away from home.
What?
I wonder if you...
I think he left to go find you. Do you have any idea why?
Tara.
Actually, just before I
Tara,
left,
did
he
you
tried
just
to tell me something.
sexually assault that woman? No.
I should have listened to what he had to say.
So, did you manage to locate Master Xehanort?
The Ad-Ventus concludes.
But it seems he's looking for pure hearts filled with light.
Pure hearts, filled with light.
All I can tell you is that
know-
his search hasn't taken him
What was
here.
your favourite way to play the Ranger?
I'll stay and see if I can find more clues.
I used
Okay.
the twin
Two-handed
swords.
Princess in the
sword.
ballroom ahead.
I used
He
dual
might have
blades
some
because it
answers.
made me think about Spartacus.
Thanks.
Aqua,
Yeah.
I just kept smacking things with a hammer. It
You
was the
still have the
simplest thing
same
to do.
dream?
Well, yes.
I don't know what to do. I
There's
don't know
this
what to
girl
do.
here.
Hit
Her name is
them
Cinderella.
with your
She made me
hammer.
realize how
I don't
powerful
know
it is
what
just
to
to believe.
do.
No matter how impossible things seem, A powerful enough dream will always be enough to light
You know
the
what
darkness.
to do. You just have to hit them really hard.
If you see her, give her my thanks.
Will do. He'll be all right. You won't give in to it.
Time Warner may sell off Warner Brothers and DC Comics, apparently.
Oh god. What if they sell it to Disney?
Is that if the AT&T merger fails?
Come on.
I wonder if Willa Holland's gonna come back to Kingdom Hearts 3, because I assume Aqua's gonna be in it. But then...
Aqua is actually might be a very big part of Kingdom Hearts 3, believe it or not. Because of her involvement in the new Birth by Sleep game, she was pretty much integral to the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, apparently. Thank God for retcons.
First time I've ever heard that word, retcons.
Well, her Birth by Sleep is happening at the same time as the last few minutes of Kingdom Hearts 1.
I'm probably biased. I mean, Darth Maul put a bad taste in my mouth. I still can't get my head around the fact that after in the last episode in the Clone Wars, he begged for mercy. I know he was up against Palpatine.
Oh, you know, Big Show's gone. Ollie, Big Show's gone.
What?
Big Show's contract has expired today in WWE and they've not renewed it. It is believed he will never return to the company as an in-ring performer.
Wait, did they say he'll never return?
The belief at the moment is that he's not going to come back.
Right.
Would I be right in saying that the Big Show has had a rather humiliating time working for WWE as long as he has?
Sorry, Jack, what was that?
Would I be right in assuming that the Big Show has had a rather humiliating and demeaning time during his long contract with the company?
I think Big Show's had a very interesting run with the company. He's been there longer than you'd expect, considering he made his debut at the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, and this was back before the internet was a big thing and the 90-day contract clause wasn't a thing, because he literally left WCW the day before. And then the next day he was working for WWE, and he debuted in a cage match at the end where between Austin and McMahon, where just as Austin was about to finish off McMahon with a stunner, he burst out from the ring, had long blonde hair by the way, and then tossed Austin against the cage and broke it, so Austin technically won the match. But from there, for a while, he was a big threat. Then they had that whole thing with the Boss Man. You remember that, don't you, Ollie?
Yes, I remember it very well.
Worst WWE Championship run ever, where you're dealing with the Big Boss Man, and Big Boss Man's biggest thing was kidnapping your father's corpse.
He crashed the Big Show's dad's funeral, attached the casket to the back of his car and pulled it off.
This, again, keep in mind a year before, Big Boss Man killed Al Snow's dog Pepper and then fed it to him.
Oh my god!
Boss Man was a fucking sick bastard. But yeah, then after that he had basically an uneventful run where for some reason he kept parodying people, for like all of 2000, usually against Kurt Angle, where he actually came to the ring dressed as Hulk Hogan and even beat Kurt Angle with a leg drop, I think. Oh god, but yeah, then he had that whole thing where he was a tag team champion with Kane, which was kind of cool. He had his head shaved by Kurt Angle, which was, he's never really grown his hair back since. Took some time, did that whole ECW run thing where he put on too much weight and they fired him because he was too fat. Then he came back and he had that whole Floyd Mayweather match, which was stupid as hell.
Oh, if I recall correctly, that is Lady Tremaine, and those are her daughters.
There was something.
And pretty much we've been putting up with the Big Show stuff for quite a while.
You came back.
The Big Show.
Oh, my apologies. I was mistaken.
Apparently, John Cena has discovered when John Cena discovered the Undertaker was ruled out for WrestleMania, he's requested to face Rey Mysterio or Samoa Joe.
One dropped by a lovely young lady.
Do we think that the show's contract will be renewed?
Of course, Your Highness. After all, you finally found someone whom you wish to
Will do a
marry.
bit of an
Upon
improv
hearing that happy news, your father, the king, has decreed
Since
that the
Ollie already
quest
made
shall
the
begin
remark joke
immediately
earlier.
throughout the kingdom. And I will start with the closest residence, that of Lady Tremaine.
I think
Yes.
that was shit Aqua.
Lady Tremaine. I'd better pay her a visit.
I had a humorous experience in the last Cinderella performance I was in. I was playing the role of the ugly stepsister, but I was really a guy, and the narrator just kept on calling me that. By the end, I got so frustrated that when the prince came looking for his princess and asked me to try the shoe on, I just looked at him with much aggression in my voice, and I just went, "Do I look like a princess to you?" She gave up after that.
Yeah, magic is definitely Aqua's thing.
It was ice skating apparently. That's the impression I get from her shoes.
I just think if she wants to run to a queue, she can cut people's feet off. Out of my way! As per WWE sources, Rey Mysterio is backstage working out details tonight for SmackDown for a match with WrestleMania. The rumoured opponent is John Cena. Maybe this will be vengeance, for John Cena, giving him only an hour-long title reign.
I don't know, so I'm sure he will be facing the last person you wish for him to face.
I don't care. Honestly, I don't care for John Cena at this point. I don't really give a shit. He's done his bit. And honestly, it took a bit of time, but I can appreciate the fact that he's been there for a while and he has kept the company going. I mean, granted, he will never, ever in his entire life have made as much money as Austin ever did, but, that's because Austin was actually good at what he did. John wasn't. John was never a big... John Cena could wrestle for another 15 years. He will never be the star that Austin ever was. Because arguably no one can.
If John's been keeping the company around, then I would say he's the equivalent of a surgeon in a room that's gone septic, when the clear solution would be to just amputate the room.
You've clearly never seen the doctors around where I live. They ran not only a clinic to a surgery, but also a taco stand, and sometimes they'd use the same utensils. I seem to remember hearing a woman once say, "You're not going to outperform my abortion with cooking utensils, are you?" Oh no, well, you're not going to use those filthy things. Oh no, I'm going to sterilise them first. You just banged a spatula against a wall.
call.
Well, so did you call the doctor? Did you call any of the numbers? Well, you're obviously so high on anesthesia at this point, I can't have you drive home. Well, did you call any of my emergency contacts? Yes, I did. In fact, I got 5 missed calls, 5 direct, wrong numbers. One call that was literally just hung up, and 5 counts of ghost calling your mother. My mother is dead, but it's not impossible.
Can you imagine them performing open heart surgery and instead of saying scalpel, they say spork?
And I'm sorry, and I'm afraid I can't send you home on this condition, and since you've got no one to look after you, I'm going to have to put you down. Couldn't you just call a taxi? Oh, I've never thought about that. Wow, my eyes are red. I didn't need to put all those people down ever.
I will point out that I was only making a metaphor towards surgery. My whole point of it was to let the...
Yes, I know the metaphor, I just went somewhere else with it, but no, John kept the company going afloat with money, but at the moment, apparently from what I've heard, John's not making as much money with his merchandise. AJ Styles is apparently the biggest seller in WWE.
And deservedly so.
What?
Deservedly so.
Oh, absolutely.
He is the best wrestler in the world.
It turns out the fans do want some.
Yeah.
I reached an epiphany earlier today.
What?
The reason why I indulge in the whole C-3PO thing which Seville starts...
Oh, you're still going on about this.
I think the reason why I indulge in it is because it's what the audience wants to hear. I mean, you're all here for it, clearly.
Well, that was entirely the point. The reason he does any of that stuff now is not only because it's something that amuses him, it gets a reaction out of you, and your reaction is hilarious to him, and it's kind of hilarious just for him to come up with these things because of how ludicrous they are, and just how funny it is.
I agree. Well, the thing is that it doesn't actually bother me. I think I'm really generally just acting just to provide amusement for everyone.
Fair enough.
You know how I know it doesn't bother me? Because at the end of the day, I'm a Star Wars lore enthusiast, and I know more about Star Wars than anyone else could care to. So I have the final word that matters.
Oh, he's so cute when he thinks he's matters.
No, I'm not someone who xeroxes my opinions on the internet, Sam. I keep my opinions to myself. And that's why they matter.
Do you?
Force them on anyone?
No, but you're willing to share them.
Only if I think they're relevant. I haven't shared any of my opinions this far. I've merely pointed out that I have reached an epiphany.
Well done. I'd applaud, but my fingers are actually frozen.
That's understandable.
It's horrible. I'm having to go to the coal bunker out back, and the entire lock was frozen over.
On the way home, I saw frozen icicles from the hanging from other cars.
Well, we've got about 2 to 3 feet of snow at the moment. And my dad just messaged me to say he's still trying to get his head around the baby. Well, the whole news.
I find it strange. I mean, where I am, we just seem so proud of it. It's like, it comes down a couple, but once it's on the surface, it's only about an inch thick. I've no idea how much it comes down, and where it is snowed.
You know what I'm probably going to pick up for the GameCube?
Wow.
Star Fox Adventures 2.
Star Fox Adventures 2?
I like the second one. I think it was Star Fox Assault, actually. It was pretty much Star Fox Adventures 2. I liked that, despite what everyone else thought.
I liked it.
I thought it was better than the first one, but that's just my opinion.
I liked the first one as well, it just wasn't a Star Fox game.
Oh, you just want to go around shooting shit in space. And I can completely understand that.
I like Star Fox Adventures, it's just not a good Star Fox game.
I like how I suddenly bring up the whole...
You weren't the first one to say that. Yeah.
Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
That was like the entire point of Brawl. I mean, at this point in time, I'm finding Mario funny only because I find his death scream hilarious. Yeah, I can now. I've mentioned this on the script dream so many times, but I can't do the second scenario of Resident Evil 2 where there's that guy with the mustache and not do a Mario impression over the, his actual thing. Like, let me go. Am I gonna fucking die here? And when the zombies like jump on him and he throws his head back to scream, I always insert.
Oh, the Illumination Mario movie has the actual voice of Mario as the voice of Mario.
I got Thor Ragnarok today, by the way.
Ah, have you seen it yet?
Not yet. I'm waiting for Liz to get up because we've got to remember, with Liz being the way she is, she's asleep a lot of the time now. Apparently, everybody experiences pregnancy differently. Some people apparently just eat a lot, eat different foods that they wouldn't normally eat. Sometimes foods that will actually usually kill them, but they seem to survive it for some reason. Apparently, there are women who have nut allergies who, for some reason, keep eating peanut-based foods, and something to do with the pregnancies made it so they're no longer allergic to it or something. I don't know. But some people just, cry a lot and become a lot more emotional and become like different people, and some people, like Liz, just fall asleep a lot.
Cinderella's fairy godmother. I appear to those
I'm sure
who
there are
believe that
numerous
dreams come
husbands who probably envy
Then I'm
you
honored.
right now, Sam.
But why would you advise me
I mean, I
not
think
to
with
fight their
pregnant
Strong reasons.
I can see your point. I can see your point, Jack. I can see your point. I mean, when my sister was pregnant, all she ever did when my sister was pregnant was steal my food, eat it, and then throw it up. She was like, "Sam, I need crisps. Give me crisps." And she got an entire bag of crisps and then ate the entire big bag of sensations and then threw it all up.
It's quite simple, dear. One of Cinderella's friends is trying very hard.
Because, you see, the present company accepted, like, not talking about this here, but in general, the pregnant are the worst fucking people on earth.
Come back and see me when you're ready.
And nobody says it, because they're pregnant. Have you ever been in a fight with a pregnant woman, like an argument with a pregnant woman in public? Doesn't matter how right you are.
Oh yeah, but you're forgetting one thing. That usually nullifies all those problems. If you simply do not give a fuck, and you decide to treat them all equally, I don't give a fuck that my arguments with Liz are usually, I don't give a fuck that you're pregnant. I will say whatever the fuck I like. She doesn't like that. I say, just because you're pregnant doesn't change your world. It doesn't change the fact that you're wrong. And you're probably under some kind of hormonal delusion at this point. So shut the hell up. And unfortunately, Liz's mind, being as logical as it is, goes, "Okay, you might be right." And I say, "Now good. Now go upstairs and sleep."
You might have to one day have a similar conversation like the one Marge had with Homer. Homer, don't argue with me in front of the boy. Then don't be wrong in front of the boy.
Yeah, that is pretty much most of our arguments. It's usually her saying something like, "Don't do this in front of him." Okay, don't be wrong. It's usually you're entitled to your opinion, and I respect your opinion, but your opinion is wrong and stupid.
One of the conversations which have annoyed me the most was when Homer hadn't gone to this party of sorts, and when Marge complained, he said, "You said you didn't care if I go. You should know by now that when I say I don't care, I mean I couldn't care more. I am so sick of trying to decode you like you're a being separate from myself."
My sister gone on and said, "We just saw the traffic jams at the border. Scotland is closed off." I went, "Yeah, we don't want you fucking English people up here.
Are you okay?
We don't want you up here. Go fuck up your own economy. Ours is good. We don't need you fucking it up." Oh, speaking of Ollie, there's rumours at the moment there might be another referendum in September.
Let me help you.
What, for Scottish independence?
Basically, the paper today said pretty much that Nicola's being difficult and refusing to accept some deal from Brexit, what it really, because they're saying she's refusing to accept a fair deal, but really the deal is they want to take some powers that we're entitled to have by law, by human rights laws to actually have as a country. And we've said no, we're not giving those to you. We're not giving you more excuses to fuck us over. So the rumour is at the moment we might be getting an independence referendum in September. If we do get that whole thing where we do split, if we do get independence and split from the UK, and you still have that whole situation where England does become shittier and you want to leave, we will still keep the room for you. I'm just making sure, I'm just letting you know that, regardless of the situation, what actually happens, the option is still there for you.
Yeah, cool.
It's alright, leave this to me.
Have you got another spare room?
No, that'll be for the baby. Sorry.
Sorry, Jack, I beat you to it.
Well, you beat him to it by a year. You reserved this a year ago. And back then we had 2 rooms, but then the baby's coming along and really priority goes to the wee one. Well, yeah, I can't make the baby sleep on the sofa.
Maybe you could sleep.
You also can't stop the baby from sleeping on the sofa, if that's what it wants.
Well, no, he's saying that, I can move on the sofa. Yeah, but then what about my wife? And if you want to argue with her, go ahead. She beats up high school American footballers. I'm pretty sure she could make you into a pretzel.
Did she eventually resort to this defense?
Not unless she has to. To be fair, that one American footballer who lost his ear and everything and got stuck in a tree, his head stuck in a tree, he was charging at her for no reason. She just happened to move out the way. It's not her fault that his face got stuck in a tree.
I think if it were with me, it'd probably come to that. I don't think she'd win an argument with me through another way.
She's a lot more intelligent than you'd give her credit for.
I know myself, that's alright. But you should know I don't underestimate people. That is not within my
then you should know trying to argue with her is the stupidest thing you could do since sticking a wheel on a tomato. Ooh, that's another video game logic thing we never really questioned. I just guided someone somewhere and suddenly I could cast lightning.
Come on.
Yeah, I think for a time I actually thought Scottish people were like Klingons. And I remembered something Patrick
We do have our own language up here.
Never underestimate a Klingon, so I guess I might say never underestimate a Scottish person in the same
Never
way.
underestimate my wife, who is unfortunately part American and also part Scottish.
I don't underestimate anyone, so...
It's smart, that's smart. Why is no one shaming Aqua for wearing significantly less than everybody else?
I met you at the palace. Unfortunately,
they
you
are
are
just
not
too
the young
polite to
lady
say
the
so, I
prince is
think.
looking for.
Polite!
But I am a girl. I should at least be given a chance to try it on.
Oh god, they got faces like bulldogs chewing wasps.
What are you doing in
I'm
my
getting
house?
the impression they're probably only polite to Cinderella.
Yeah, I'm a girl, I should at least be given a chance to try it
That
on.
girl does not live here. I have only
Who are you and what are you doing in my house?
I believe we're finished here, Your Grace.
She's probably here to rob us. Brother, do something. That girl does not live here. You have only 2.
Jack.
She's here to rob us.
Do not mistake me.
Your Grace,
For a friend, I'm here to rob you.
Ollie, rob them. You know you want to.
Pay no attention to her. She's just an imaginative child. Madam,
I may not underestimate people,
orders
but I do
were
have the
every
default
maiden.
opinion that all human beings in their own right are stupid.
You should let her go first.
Just don't go crazy. I'm not trying to call you or a certain people Hitler, but the last time a sociopath with an audience, had an opinion like that, they took over Germany.
I'm not like that.
Yeah, I don't see you being ignorant enough to declare genocide.
Well, I did say this earlier, Sam, that I'm not like one of those people who like to see rocks their worthless opinions. I tend to keep them to myself.
I have the other
Well,
side.
that's most of the YouTube community.
Oh, Seb's here. Hey. I thought of an ending for my book.
Irrelevant.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
A perfect fit. I must inform the prince
If he says something
immediately.
else, I'm going to say, are you still here? I thought you were gone.
I'd be happy to.
Do not mistake me for some very old friend. I'm trying to rob you.
Mother, are you just going to let
My sister's just gone, I just saw your post. Did John nick your computer off you? And, yeah, he nicked my PS2 years ago. Yeah, my uncle actually stole from me. You had to let them leave? What the fuck is she going to do? No, Cinderella will be put in her place.
What happened? Where is Cinderella?
There is no way into the mountain.
I'm a monster in the forest.
A monster?
Wait, so are we to assume the evil step...
Or became one?
The world is cruel, I am your only friend.
This is what happens when you go against my
Fairy
wishes.
godmother made that
The darkness in their hearts overtook them. Go.
My god, it's the Green Goblin!
Pumpkin bombs.
You saw it! Again I say, what manner of fairy godmother made that then? That's not fairy godmother-ish. That's the sort of wish you offer a refund for.
You know what? I can't wait to come back on Netflix. The next season of Castlevania.
You've got season 2 of Jessica Jones coming out soon.
But it's actually a Konami property being done right.
So how long could it possibly last then?
Well, the thing is, it's very well done for something that's only 4 episodes long, and considering it was based on a NES game that wasn't given much of a story to begin with, it's actually done a good job.
Into a drone.
And now it's shooting when it's shooting.
Shooting pumpkin bombs, it must be what it's called. This is exactly the sort of thing I'd expect this game to be as well. He's got a track to be in. I know there was a remote control version of Spider-Man series. if I may quote Baron Saladin from the Atmosphere, you go in the hole.
Oh, am I, says Sam.
Should have said that already.
Yeah, oh, my sister's now reacting. She doesn't really like my uncle very much lately. He basically disowned the family last year.
Right.
He basically disappeared for a couple of years. And then when we found out that my grandma passed away last year, obviously my mom had to contact him and say, you know, our mom's dead. And he basically he'd gone off, gotten married without telling anybody. And basically, you know, decided that he hadn't got a family anymore. You know, after everything we did for him.
Really old saying, you can pick your friends, you can't pick your family. For Sim, it's
I prefer family. Friends are the family you pick yourself. So family are just the strangers you're forced to live with.
Based on what I'm seeing here, I wonder how Ollie would play the Atmosphere board games. I spend a lot of time in nothing.
When she says thunder, I have expected to go Thundercats. Oh, so, trivia fact, Aqua here is voiced by the same person who plays Thea Queen on Arrow, which you are a full season and a half behind on.
You just had to go there.
I thought you'd love this season of Arrow. Someone from Lost is finally in something good.
You're not going to let him go with that whole Lost thing, are you? A valid point.
I watched a few episodes, I think it's done a few big prison break as well.
My Carlison is perfect in everything.
I've no idea who that is.
He's playing, what's his name? Adrian Chase. No, not Adrian Chase. The other one. Who's the guy what's the name of the guy that's fighting on Arrow at the moment? The hacker guy.
I know who you mean.
Sorry?
I know who you mean.
You know who
George
I mean?
Clooney.
If he's perfect in everything, watch Arrow then.
He's still on season 4. I think.
If he's perfect at everything, Seb, then watch it and get up to date with Arrow.
Yeah. He's not even seen The Flash yet.
God.
That's not even mentioning Legends of Tomorrow. Which of the three is your favourite, Jack?
It's strange.
I don't have a favourite.
The Master taught me darkness needs to be destroyed. But how? If not with light?
They're all brilliant in their own right.
Oh, my dear, you're too young to know. Experience
Although
more
DC
things,
Legends of Tomorrow, I
and
think,
you'll
serves as a
find the
good
answer.
commodity,
Just
given
trust
that they
in your
had
dreams.
lesser characters who are now given a role where they can become the top of the game.
Yeah. And Constantine was in a recent episode.
God, remember when they made a movie out of him?
Yeah.
I remember when they made a movie about Jonah Hex.
The master does.
I remember having a conversation with Ian the other day about John Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
We were just laughing at the idea, the whole thing about how, you know, insane his hatred of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
And
he
one thing
hates Spider-Man more than most of the villains do.
Well, he made a point that he basically he likes Captain America apparently. Oh yeah, but he just hates Spider-Man. And so, to be fair, Spider-Man could, do everything nice in the world. Like he could save the world. He could, create a cure for cancer. And then John Jonah Jameson would claim it was something like he was trying to create some kind of spider AIDS for the spider Taliban or something.
Me and Ollie were having a laugh about Jameson last time. There's one scene in Spider-Man 2 where Peter asks him for a raise.
I still love it. The whole. You serious?
I like the bit that there's Robbie Robertson in the background smiling, trying not to laugh as well. He must have thought you must be joking.
Would you like a shiny apple?
Force it down her throat.
I'm actually more of a steak person. She looks a bit too enthusiastic while you're eating the apple. That's got to be something worrying.
Yeah. Well, she nervously backed off. Like she knew that she was bad news, but then she took the apple and bit into it. Like, you're younger than her, you could easily kick her ass.
What's happened here?
Could she?
Yes.
Snow White.
Oh, well, looks like... and just remember that Ven gave her that apple.
Yeah.
Aqua is doing the mom thing where she's there to fix everybody's problems.
Well, I did say this when we came to that video, pointing out that Ventus is effectively an accessory to murder now.
I think I mentioned that Aqua is being too much like a mom.
The prince she met. And when we went to work,
Maybe Ventus will start calling her mommy like Anarchy.
No, I'm pretty sure there's some weird fetish there for that. But I think it's more that she's just more like, go home now then, and be good, and I will read you a bedtime story. Now she's cleaning his mess. Like, okay, what did my son do this time? Well, he gave this woman an apple, and now she's poisoned, and now she's dead. A mother's work is never done.
I heard you all about Anarchy, but I think he had some good fighting moves, and I like how he did with Damien Dark.
Isn't there some way we can help her?
Well, not unless somebody craves the vessel. I'll bring the gas.
No, you fools can stay here doing nothing.
Unless you're Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Not even to that witch's lair.
You'll never make it.
Double-crossed Firefly in the Batman cartoon series. Firefly broke out the ice and just said, "That was cold, Jack."
You will?
I will. Leave it to me.
Well, all right, my dear.
Oh, Grumpy's leading the charge. Look at him. The second she's dead, suddenly he's all, I'm going to redeem myself.
Just
and definitely send the stranger who's definitely taller than all of you. I mean, the second they have steps that are made for normal people, yeah, you're not going to get there. Damn it, a step that's 3 feet off the air. Damn. Knee heights.
Tyrion Lannister can lead an attack at the Battle of Blackwater.
Yeah, but do you think they're all going to accommodate Dopey?
I'm just picturing
That's disgusting.
Well, you can see that comment.
You should have said feeling joking. That would have been even more disgusting.
Or bashful. Or she's feeling Doc, but replace the O with an I.
Oh. Bubble Blaster.
Oh yeah, Ollie, they made some new pop figurines for the Rick and Morty show. They've made one of Jerry. I don't know why that's amusing to me, but it is.
I don't get pop figurines. It's like...
I don't. I mean, I have a few, and they're a fun little, collectible thing, I suppose. But oh yeah, and also Sony might be making their own amiibo kind of things, but calling them something completely different.
So they blow up some of their old ones and then said, now for something completely different.
No.
There is no way into the mountain.
We do have a report, however, for the giant snake that we isn't stopping. We're sorry, our bad. Thank you.
Yeah, her stat increases are definitely geared towards magic. Because I've had 2 magic increases and not 1 strength.
If I was in Snow White's shoes in the end, I probably would have found myself saying to the witch, if that apple's magic and capable of granting wishes, why don't you wish yourself to be more persuasive?
Or better yet, use it to wish away that horrible, horrible face you have.
Potion, I think it was immersible.
What if she took the apple and made it into an apple pie and then served it to the dwarves?
I think she was too busy trying to serve them some rocky road, actually.
No, or I'd laugh if she just had a natural immunity to it. Eat the apple. Oh, that was very nice. Yum yum.
Yeah, she just had an immunity to poison for some reason. How dare you enjoy our fiendish doings? How dare you?
Liberty Meltdown. Okay, there's a new Viz magazine out, and one of the jokes in it for some reason is that Kim Jong-il is controlling the Statue of Liberty, and then Donald Trump kind of defeats it by revealing underneath it that's got Kim Jong-un pants for some reason, and then destroys Mount Rushmore, placing his own head on there.
Everyone would have assumed that she died of old age rather suddenly. It's like the end of Solid 3.
And it gives me great pleasure to dedicate this great monument to the greatest president this country has ever seen. Me, and he's got smashed Mount Rushmore and stuck his own head on there. And I love it because when you're president, you can do anything you want with women. Grab them, kiss them, grab them by the pussy, anything. And they'll let you do it. It's unbelievable. Believe me, believe me.
Kim Jong-il's brother, Kim Jong-well.
The drunken bakers, the fat slags. 80. Ed Sheeran and the fountain of popularity. But you know, they don't do that Alan Splode comic anymore. They've only done 2 of them. It's a shame that reminds us apparently of Pete.
Yeah. Just because for some reason I can imagine Pete just...
I mean, I do remember you liked the Modern Family comics, which they've stopped doing, by the way.
This castle.
Yeah.
It's different somehow.
I was unsettled by how good Sam's Donald Trump impression was.
That is not an invitation to do such an impression, Sam.
You mean you know Snow White?
And scum mothers will have them.
We met once. It was a song that drew us together.
The other thing I want to hear
Has
about that
something
man
happened
is,
to the princess?
is his resignation and suicide.
I'm afraid so.
Interesting thought. Put it down, Ollie.
The wicked queen tricked her into eating a poisoned apple.
I must go to her. Where is she?
In the woods, guarded by 7 kind dwarfs.
I will find her.
The male online. This reminds me of Seb, this one character.
Remember
he's
that
basically
he's
an extremely angry. There's an extremely angry conservative man who's reading online all the time, and he hates foreigners and immigrants and believes everything he reads from the Daily Mail. God. Tell me about it. Better in many ways. For men, probably. For everybody. Nobody minded. Least of all women. I minded. You've never met any MPs. And I bet... And even if you had, I hardly think. Your information, it wasn't just MPs, it was everywhere. But where was everywhere, Beryl? Exactly. Flattery, kindness, men letting women know they have a desired effect. No, your best friend Richard putting his hand on my bum. Don't speak ill of the dead. But in this house, an affectionate man, always a handshake. Christmas, 1980, our little party. In the kitchen, he came up behind me. And what? Guess who? And a fond pat. He was a joker. Not a pat, his hand lingered. Friendly. Moved down, squeezed. People were more tactful then. Right up, close hard against me. Down to earth, whispering in my ear. Filth, utter filth. I saw him do that in the office. More than once. The girls loved it. Nobody minded. Slapped him so hard, my bloody ring split. Richard was always playful with the girls, much like Roger Moore. Playful? Is that what you call groping? He bloody groped me and you did nothing. Nothing? Of course I did nothing until 5 minutes ago. I had no bloody idea. I'd have rashed him within an inch of his life. And he's thinking about it erotically. There was one where where they had Syrian neighbours from Poland, so he assumed they were all terrorists and stealing his knives. They're stealing his cutlery. Like they had them over for dinner, and suddenly they had 1 fork less. He goes, "You see what they're doing, Beryl? I want my cutlery back." Designated hamster. Millie Tant, the radical feminist. Knobbly piles, and there's politician underpants made specifically, for oh god, there's underpants with Donald Trump and Nigel Farage on. The real ale twats. The Brune Windsors, which is just the royal family if they had Glaswegian accents.
I'm starting to consider everything else that Donald Trump has in common with General Melchett and Field Marshal Haig.
Good morning, everybody. Morning, Harry. What's with the flowers? Did Grandma drop dead tonight, eh? No, or will I bought them for me? What for? It's near your wedding anniversary yet. You gotta get that wee swally out next week. Where you trying to batter her up? No, it's Valentine's Day. Christ on me bottle sack. Sorry. Oh, Big Vern. Ollie. Big Vern.
Big Vern.
Hold on. He hasn't killed himself. He's just beaten someone else up. 35 punches he took in the head, Ernie. Grr. And then he spat in the gee's ear and all, and still won't go down. Well, that hurt everywhere. It was. You'd have fucking loved it. Vern, I'm just going to pop to the shop to get some biscuits. Do what? Around here, Ernie? Yeah, I'll be over in a couple of minutes. Listen to me, Ernie. You're a diamond geezer, but if you ain't got what it takes to survive on the fucking street. I'm sure I'll be okay, it's just over the road. No, Ernie. There's some proper hard bastards in this manor. Oh, God. He's teaching him to fight, just because he's going to go down the shop. And he's literally beating the shit out of the guy. Tell you what, why don't I train you so you can look after yourself? No, Vern, honestly. Come on, show me what you got, son. Have a fucking pop. Vern. Come here, come on. Come on, hate me. Come on, hate me. I've been fucking your missus. But the biscuits. I've been interfering with your kids. Hate me, hate me. I just suspected your mother, Ernie. Right on, come on, hit me in the fucking jaw. Okay, Vern, I'll do this once and then pop into the shop. So he just taps him, and then Vern stomps his head in.
Can that thing actually follow you at the various terrain?
Oh, God. And he just smashed his head on, bit his ear off, and screamed, "I'm the fucking governor." Then picks his unconscious body up and goes, "Come on, Ernie, you get up, son. You did good. I think you're ready to go take a swing." And picks his coughing body up and lets him out the front door and goes, "Go on, have them biscuits. I'll have hobnobs," while the guy's bleeding half to death.
You think about Liam Neeson's moment in The Simpsons.
I mean, it's not the whole him reading a story and then suddenly shooting himself in the head. Christ, he's got a piece, Ernie.
Just like your mother. I'll take a punch. I was lying in the gutter picking up my teeth, St. Augustus himself came before them. "John," he said, "repent of your wicked ways or sod off." Then he gubbed in my face and turned back into the street.
Just like your mother. Can't take a punch.
Perhaps you'd like to try the God of War approach towards keeping the doors open, Ollie. Finding some innocent victim to hold the thing up until she dies.
Yes, that would be a good idea. If there was an innocent victim handy. I mean, I'd happily do it. But we are innocent victimless.
Where's Cinderella?
Yeah, where is she?
Cindy, I've got something I need you to hold for me. I think that was probably one of my favourite moments in the God of War franchise. I like to just stand there for a while and watch her struggle.
Again?
I wonder if there are other enemies in there you can cooperate to open the gate, hold the gate open for you.
Sure.
Or perhaps there's someone in there who will one day grow up to say nothing more than "Hold the gate! Hold the gate! Hold the gate! Hold the gate!"
Oh God!
Ah!
Very sorrowful victim that one.
Alright, what? Okay, so... Right, I'm through there now. So what was the point of that?
To get to the other side?
Well, yeah, but I'm on the other side, and there's nothing here.
Maybe it was just to get that chest there.
Maybe, but I can't even remember what was in it. Ah.
Maybe you weren't supposed to. This environment is starting to remind me of Enter the Matrix.
Huh.
Probably a decent enough game.
Yeah, it was alright. I used to have hours of fun fighting with the Agent Smith, even knowing I couldn't win.
Yeah. First time I saw him appear, I actually screamed. He was the last person I wanted to let him through.
Something weaving this way comes.
Let's just say I'm the Alpha to your Omega.
Mr. Anderson.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Anderson.
You believe
something kills Anderson, I wish you died. You and I both know. So didn't I kill you in the last game? Oh, it's the old. I'm back. Much more.
Congratulations. Yes,
yeah, I watched the nostalgia critics version of the entire thing. The Matrix thing, where he basically said that he didn't like the first Matrix movie because he just thought it's a stupid movie, and that even by today's standards it's even worse.
One thing I thought was a bit daft was the fact that Neo hadn't guessed that Smith was Bane the whole time. Who else calls him Mr. Anderson apart from his boss from the first film? Mr. Anderson. You are as predictable in this world as you are in me.
You know, I found Enter the Matrix today while I was in town.
Did you do it?
No.
You should have done it. It's a good game.
Oh, I know.
Well,
I had it. There was also the Path of Neo.
I thought the Smiths coming together to build one giant Smith out of metal was a bit much.
Oh, that's funny. Waka waka, Mr. Anderson. I mean, it's better than them just standing around doing nothing.
I'm actually rather like the guy that had during that fight. A lot of the things Smith said I found myself easy to agree with. Illusions, Mr. Anderson, vagaries of perception. Temporary constructs of a feeble human intellect trying desperately to justify an existence that is without meaning or purpose. And all from as artificial as the Matrix itself, although it's human mind can get to believe and sick of its lot. I agree with that entirely. I fought the purple lanterns on DC Legends of Tomorrow, and a lot of them say love is my shield. I find myself retorting with, then you have no shield. I felt a bit like Hero Nakamura when he fought Peter Vitrelli in the end of Season 2, then you have chosen the wrong side. Or that guy from Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End saying, "Who's on my neck? What are your allegiance like?" With the highest pickup. I have a ship, then you have the highest pickup. And when they betrayed you at the end, not that. thing which I don't particularly like about the Matrix is that I thought that scene involving the twins was a bit added in just for the sake of it. Didn't really give a full expression of what
I worry about the cat's misbehaving.
Scratching Sam's microphone, Ollie.
I'm back.
Was the cat scratching your microphone?
No, he was going after his scratching post, but one of the little cushion pads on my earphones kind of came off. I'm meaning to get a new pair.
Already. It's not too late for you to say you're doing short.
Yeah, we're past that point.
Sorry, what?
Could it be that you enjoy playing Aqua so much?
Something's not right.
Specifically, but you know, I mean, I have an early start tomorrow, and I've got to make some notes for it. Despite spending all day in the library doing just that, the university's computer system decided at the last minute it wasn't going to let me back on them off, so what I get for trying, I suppose.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest of them all? And then a picture of Bender comes up. And that's why I, Bender, saved the Earth and the greatest. He's actually a boss?
Well, yeah, you had to fight him as Aqua as well.
I thought it was more of a servant than anything. You should have done this in the plot movie. Thelonious. And then this happened. Stop. I said technically you're not a king. Technically you're not a king!
The cat's going through a whole temper tantrum thing recently. He doesn't like the fact that he's not allowed in certain rooms. Now, while this hasn't been a problem for like all of a year, now he's suddenly decided to start scratching and bashing into doors a lot. And then start yowling to try and get in.
What's going to be like with your kid?
You'll fucking behave. What else? You won't get hurt. Just when he was misbehaving before, when we got Vectra neutered, he kept trying to pull her stitches out. And you know, she just had surgery, so she couldn't really have that crap. So we ended up having to put him in the cage for a while. He's got like a big dog cage that's originally made to deal with puppies, but we used for him. Yeah, we used for them originally when we first got them, so they behave at night. And they didn't want to go somewhere they shouldn't go because they're at that age where they will just eat anything regardless of what it is and make themselves very ill.
Makes sense to me. I remember Wicks from Hereward, Andrew Blashley's dog. We had numerous instances where that thing would eat everything, would swallow everything like a pit in the earth. even ate tinfoil to try and get it more than a ham sandwich. Were you there for that, Owen?
Sorry, what?
Were you there for that instance when you tried to get into through tinfoil to try and eat melanin sandwich?
I may have been. I definitely remember several instances involving that dog.
These days, the thing I remember most was the number of times Mel would enter the room and I would say, "It's smell."
Right.
I'd let her interpret that introduction as however she wanted.
Oh, new Wreck-It Ralph trailer.
Yeah, I saw that. Looks good.
Weird thing, you know why, even though the first one was an arcade thing, why Sonic was even in it?
Right.
Between Wreck-It Ralph and
because I know it was an arcade thing, and most of the arguments that apparently that were made against the movie was Sonic was never in an arcade, and people forget Sonic the Fighters was actually a thing for a while.
I wonder who would win between Ralph and Pudge from Dota.
Well,
the new movie's called Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet.
I'm glad someone did.
Well, last time the internet was broken that I know about, CM Punk broke it. When Kim Kardashian was trying. You remember when Kim Kardashian did that picture of her ass and then suddenly she was trying to break the internet and she didn't, but CM Punk doing, you know, his whole announcement of why he left the WWE, you know, actually did break the internet.
The Goku vs. Jiren special broke the internet. In Dragon Ball Super. Because basically the Crunchyroll servers couldn't handle the strain. And nor could any other streamer. Basically. That was as near...
That must be known by now.
Sorry?
How many one-handed cartwheels can Atwood do? That must be known by now.
Oh yeah, she is physically fit.
That's a very good way to get a solution. That's so disorienting. And a few minutes behind you. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's dead and dead and dead all over? Okay. Give up, Dr. Pookie.
I don't think I want to continue anyway. I've got stuff to do.
Close to the 2-hour mark anyway.
Yeah, we've kind of hit.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Alrighty then. I'll see you guys next time.